So I hear things didn't work out between your mother and your dad. I mean, Catwoman and Batman. I hear they just didn't get together. Oh, so you guys wanted to know if I had a real girlfriend. And I just wanted to tell you that she was not imaginary.
Are you playing with your toys again?
Oh, no, I wouldn't. Come here. Hey, this is Ramon, channel is Alpha 4, and I don't know if this is a part 2, if this is continuation, if this is just going to be edited into the previous video. I don't really have control over my channel right now, and it's not YouTube analytics. We have a special guest, and she wants to introduce herself, so I'm going to shut up now. Come on in. Go ahead.
Hello everyone, I'm from China and I'm an atheist. Now Raymond's girlfriend.
I had nothing to do with it. I don't know anything.
I'm true atheist. From childhood until now, I was educated. There were no gods. Sorry, please excuse my poor English. Your turn.
My turn to say what? Oh, she wants to talk to one of the... so I got some comments on a video. It's roughly new. I got more comments already coming up. But as the comments are coming in, some of the responses she wanted to reply to. I think I'm going to read them and she's going to reply to them. Okay, she's responding to questions for Christians, theists, and deists. And she wanted to talk to first to Tanisa.
Hello, Talisa Aliyani. Thank you for answering my questions, especially your answer to question 2. I feel very good. Thank you.
So Tanisa had 3 comments. I'm going to read them, and she's going to reply to you. So that's all. I really shouldn't even be on camera, to be honest, but whatever. Tanisa says, "Hello. I want to try to answer the questions, but I can only answer 3 of them." The first answer she had was, logically, we can't feel God's presence. If life is a test of faith, God is testing whether you still believe in Him, even though you can't see or hear or feel or even imagine Him. What do you think of that answer?
I think for question 1, your answer has nothing help to me. I'm sorry.
Okay, now.
But your answer to question 2, I like it.
Then the second answer that Tanisa gave was, how do you know they are lazy? Maybe they were people who tried as best they can, but still cannot afford living as decent as you. So charity is sympathy. It may not benefit you, but it may be something precious to them, meaning the person you give charity to. What do you think of that answer?
Thank you very much for your answer. It took me a lot. And the reason that I ask this question is because that I saw many people, they are healthy and they ask for money without shame. It's very rare in China.
Just to be clear, she said rare.
And that's why I ask. For those people that they are in hard life, then if I can say that they are in hard life, I think it's my responsibility to help them. But your answer is right. Yeah, but it's not clear, so it's not manifest. I didn't say it.
So if you want more information on this, Tex didn't believe this at all. Watch the video on Serpentenza. He's a South African national who now lives in China. He's married to a Chinese woman. And he talks about how in China they don't have these traditions. So, for instance, me and her, when we've been out, sometimes a very pretty blonde girl will drop something. She has no inclination to help the person who dropped them. She just wants to get around them as fast as possible. This is normal in China. This is not her being rude or mean. They don't do that in China, okay? It's not part of their custom. It doesn't mean that nobody will ever help. It's just not part of the normal custom. So if it's someone's friend, if it's someone they care about, more than willing to help, right? But when it's a complete stranger, they're just trying to live out their day. So they're not even thinking about those kind of Good Samaritan laws. And for anyone wondering, Good Samaritan laws, that's going to come from Christianity, okay? But she doesn't have that in her culture. And like I said, watch Serpentenza. It's Serpentza. He has some really good videos about this, about how those kind of Good Samaritan traditions that we have in the West are not really part of Chinese culture. And again, it's not a negative thing against Chinese culture, it's just there's a difference between the East and the West when it comes to these kind of things. Good? Okay. And the third comment that she wanted to respond to is, if you don't know the bitterness of suffering, you won't know the sweetness of salvation. Just like if you don't know the feeling of hunger, then you won't know how precious food is. So what do you think of that answer?
This answer cannot help me to believe in God. I experienced many suffering. And the reason that I cannot believe in God, I thought about it today, and I think it's mainly because I saw many unfair things in the world. If there's a God, why He allows these things to happen?
For those of you who are religious minded, I know my audience is mostly Muslim, but for any Christians watching, you are very familiar with the problem of suffering and how many atheists will throw that at us. Bart Ehrman has a hard problem understanding suffering. That's kind of where she's at. She has the exact same problem with religion without any of the Christianity stuff. So for those who think that it's just a Christian problem or just a Muslim problem, you're wrong. Coming from a tradition where religion is not taught as a standard, that problem still exists. Okay, so for those making that argument, your argument is fallacious. Okay, it doesn't work. People in other cultures have to deal with these same issues. Also, Confucianism, Taoism, Buddhism, they're also religions that are repressed in China. And the way that other people, expats who live in China, have explained it is that basically you can be religious in China, but you're not allowed to share your religion. You're not allowed to teach it to other people.
You can pray to other people, but most Chinese men don't accept.
But you're not allowed to, like if you're an official, like if you're a teacher, you can't talk about your religion to your class, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so there are what we would in the West consider limits on speech, okay? She doesn't consider them limits on speech, but we would consider them very harsh limits. Okay, so it's a cultural difference. I don't know what to tell you. They believe in censorship, we don't. All right, so here's what we got. So I would like to answer some of Tex's questions, because, Tex doesn't believe she's real, and because of that, she asked to be in the video. Just to be clear, we actually filmed multiple versions of that video, and a few of them she was in there, and she didn't want to show up. But after seeing the response that people gave her, she decided that she wanted to make an appearance. All right, now, so let's see. Question number 1. Do you feel God's presence? He says that an atheist would never ask this question this way. Are you an atheist?
Yes, I'm truly an atheist. I'm from China. I think maybe you know that most Chinese people are atheists. And I was, from childhood up to now, I was educated. There was no God. I believe that very much. I know much thing about science. I think everything, almost everything, can be explained by science. That's why I cannot persuade myself to believe in any religion.
Deity.
Deity.
Religion. You can say religion.
Religion.
Okay. Now, he says that your questions 2 and 3 that are irrelevant. Do you think that your second and third questions are irrelevant? About, I don't even know what your second, third questions were. About the taxes, about charity, about giving to people who don't deserve it. Do you think those are irrelevant questions? Because he says they're irrelevant.
I don't know why you think so, but when Rama asked me to ask some question about his religion, I just think of this. It maybe comes from my experience. For the golden rule, I never heard about this.
Number 5 is an atheist wouldn't accept anyone special ever existing ever. Do you believe that there's never been anyone special throughout all of history?
Huh? What?
He says that an atheist would never accept that anyone special ever showed up in all of history. Do you think that there are special people in history?
Of course, special people. According to the history, there is Jesus Christ. But in my idea, I think Jesus Christ may be a great person, but I don't think he is God. Only if I can see the proof, I can believe. If there's no proof, I don't know how to believe.
But that's it. Those are all your. Those are the main questions that you wanted to get to. So, is there anything that you want to say to them before we go?
When I read some Bible, a little, when reading the Bible, I feel I don't like the Bible. I don't like the God. Why they must believe in God? Why they must follow the God?
I'm not going to help you with this. Don't get embarrassed. So basically, I bought her she'd never read the Bible before, just to be very clear. We had been dating for a few months, and she wanted to know what it is I did every morning. So I tried to explain to her in English. She didn't really get it. So I bought her a Bible in Chinese. It was a Chinese Bible, basically. It was the NIV in Chinese, I believe. Simple Chinese?
Yeah. The stories about Jesus Christ, I think it's unbelievable. Why I can't understand why people believe that story. In China, there are many myths, but I can understand why many people believe in the Bible.
I might have to edit some of that out because I can't put that on my channel. But anyway, aside from the fact that I have to edit some stuff that she just set out, she's real. She's an atheist. She's a hard, staunch atheist. She's a hard atheist is, I guess, the correct term, or whatever it is that people are saying now. All right, so she's probably not going to make many appearances on here. I'm just going to be honest with you. Like I said, she didn't even want to do, when she gave me the questions, I thought they were great questions. I wanted her to ask them to you. She didn't want to do that. But when she saw the responses, she decided she wanted to make an appearance. So this is Lily. And she's smarter than me. It's a thing.
No.
But that being said, I think we get along fine when she comes to her conclusions. I disagree with those conclusions, obviously. And for those wondering how a relationship works, when there's a language barrier and a religious barrier, it's really easy. You don't spend all day talking about religion. When she asks me about stuff, I explain it to her. Most of the time she accepts my explanation. Even when I tell her I'm just saying exactly what the Bible said, she has a hard time understanding parables and their use. So all you atheists out there on the Western side who are like, why do religious people keep on getting mad at us for not understanding parables? Same problem in China. They don't get parables. So I guess it's a universal atheist problem. So go figure that. Anyway, I'll talk to you all later. Peace, like, and subscribe. This is Lily. It's my girlfriend. I I don't know. I don't know if this is 2 videos or 3 videos. I have no idea what's happening. I got no control. Maybe if you guys like this video, we can get her to make her own channel. And then you could hear about what she thinks about America and Texas and all that kind of cool stuff. No. She does not like barbecue. She doesn't like Mexican food. She thinks Whataburger and burgers taste terrible. Okay? I don't understand. I don't even know what we're supposed to eat. I cook for her. I do the cooking, and she doesn't like it. She wants to do the cooking. I'm like, people don't do that. It's a modern time. But anyway, this has been fun, and she's turning red, so I'm going to stop. Talk to you all later. Peace, like, and subscribe. People, this is Lily. She comes from a country that is predominantly atheist. She herself identifies as an atheist, and we play tennis together. We just came back from swimming. We go to exotic restaurants together, from Indian to is it Muslim cuisine? I don't even know. What are kebabs, guys? You tell me. Anyway, you want to say hi?
Hello everyone. Thank you for answering my questions.
Oh, I want to make it again.
Is that better? Does that look better? On the camera, not in real life.
You need to.
Ow!
I'm sorry. This way. Not.
Okay. Like that?
Yeah.
Okay. She's mean to me. I want you all to know this.